Écoute, nous trouvons. So good morning, everybody. How are you? You guys should share the link to your friends, family who might be interested in joining us today. As it is today is Friday, we're going to look at the weekly market overview of what has happened in the market over the week and where the market is heading to. So let's share the live to our friends and families. Kindly share the live. Good morning once again, everybody. So if you're live to me, I want you to type GM in the comment section. If you're live with me today, I want you to type GM in the comment section. If you're live with me today, type GM in the comment section as we keep on sharing the live. Joy, I can see you. Joy, good morning. How are you? Type GM in the comment section if you're with me. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. You all are welcome to today's class. So as we await others to quickly join in the next 2 minutes, we start today's class. Like I said, we're going to be looking at the market overview of everything that has happened in the market on Bitcoin and on all other coins. We're going to look at our trades we took for the week. I'm going to check how successful we are, and we're going to look at where the market is currently heading to so that you all can be safe in the market and you know the direction of the market. Hope you're sharing the live. All right, guys, welcome to this class. Since today is Friday, we're going to be doing a full review of everything that has happened in the market this week and how you should position yourself into the weekend. I repeat, we are going to be having a full review of everything that happened in the market and how you should position yourself into the weekend. But first things first, we're going to look into the trades we took this week. So this week, I can remember telling you guys that we could buy Bitcoin at 86k, 85, 86k. That I'm expecting Bitcoin to pump to probably um to 89k, and if Bitcoin breaks above 89k, then we are bullish on Bitcoin. And so far so good. 86k zone held. Bitcoin pumped to Bitcoin pumped to 91k, heading to 92k, and it has been consolidating. So we'll look at it. We'll look at it with our zone master, and because this was the first trade we took for the week. Yeah, it was the first trade we took for the week. So let's look at what we saw and what we saw differently that made us take the trade for the week. Okay, so I'll quickly start by sharing my screen so that we can actually see what we saw. You understand? So how with the zones and the structures we saw that gave us a bias on the trade we took. So far, so good this week. We have not encountered any losses. I think I took this week so far from Monday to Friday. I have taken three trades. One is still on currently. It almost broke our heart. But remember one thing I always say, no sign of weakness. We are still here. Do you understand? So let me share my screen and start with the trade we took on BTC. And let us see what we did that made the trade go our way. I want to share my screen. So, I promise you guys that this December it will be profit upon profit. 30 December, as long as you can follow me, there will not be reason for you to need anything. In fact, this December is dollars you guys will be spending. Are going to end the year greatly. So now, first of all, this is what happened this week. We took a trade on Bitcoin. I guess you guys can see my screen clearly at 86K. And I said I'm expecting Bitcoin to break above 89K to 90K. And if it does that, I had declared the market uh, bullish. You understand? So how do you know the market was going to break above or was bullish? Why did we take a long? We checked the daily time frame. Do you understand? And on the daily time frame, remember I told you we saw bullish candles. They were closing bullish. Am I right? Am I right? We saw bullish candles and they were closing bullish. This first candle closed bullish, the second candle closed bullish. And when they closed bullish, I said, okay, fine. With what I'm seeing, I have declared the market bullish. And currently now, the market is still very bullish. You understand? You can see the market is still the daily candle is closing bullish. So the general bias of the market is bullish. So whatever you are doing, you look for longs. You get. So that was when I now used my 1 hour time frame for us to look for an entry on the 1 hour time frame when we saw that okay, daily candle was bullish. So we should look for a long entry. Now Bitcoin has been this this week we saw Bitcoin ranging at from 86 to 88, 86 to 88. I said, okay, fine. 86K zone has been holding, and that's the zone we'll use for a long. I said, okay, I'm expecting the market to go to 86 from 86K zone and break above 89K zone. And if it does that, the market is declared bullish. And you can see from here, we bought Bitcoin at 86K zone. Bitcoin broke above 88K to 91K, which shows that the market is currently bullish. At this point, I don't know. The buy in the market is so strong that Bitcoin has been consolidating from at least 90 to 91K lately. Before I would take a long on Bitcoin, if at all, if you look at this structure here, if you look at this structure here, this was formerly a resistance zone, a support zone before. Now Bitcoin broke above because this was a support that turned to resistance, and now it's back that has broken above. So I think everybody's actually waiting for Bitcoin to drop to 88 to 89K zone so we can continue the ride back up. It's clear enough. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. As Bitcoin should drop down here. Yeah. When it comes down to 89K, we can actually take a long back up. Do you understand? So this because the market is bullish. So whatever I'm looking for in the market, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Are we good to go? If we are good to go, type good to go in the comment section. Type good to go in the comment section. So this is exactly what I saw using my Zoom Master strategy indicator that actually gave me the bias of a long. Remember, I told you when I told that once the daily is bullish, you can see how bullish this daily candle is. Crazily bullish. Because but I waited for confirmation. The first bullish candle, second bullish candle before I said the market is bullish. And the 4 hour too is bullish. Look at I told that the 4 hour has been creating um higher highs and higher lows You can see. So I think I'm even expecting this. It should come back to the. You see what I'm expecting? I need Bitcoin to come back to 89K zone because it's forming higher highs and higher lows. This is currently higher, so I'm expecting it to come down back to 89K zone so we can take a long so that the ride can continue if at all. But currently now, Bitcoin is currently consolidating around this zone. You can see it's consolidated. So because the bullish is so bullish that it's consolidating around this zone. So I think we just have to be patient before we can finally like okay conclude on where we are going. But clear enough, with this kind of massive green candle I'm seeing on daily time frame, there's nothing you will tell me in this life that Bitcoin is not bullish. There's the buy power is massive, both on the 4 hour and on the. So that's what we saw that made us take the trade on Bitcoin. This is exactly what we saw that made us take the trade on Bitcoin. Do you understand now? That was our first successful trade for the week. You can go and check it when I was saying it in the class here. I told us to take the long. So our second trade for the week that we took that was successful was on ZEC. We took a trade on ZEC, though I will explain something now. ZEC has gone to go and tap serious liquidity. And this is also still our third trade on ZEC. This is our third trade on ZEC too. Let me explain what's going on in ZEC, and I'm going to explain properly. This is our second and this is our third trade too on ZEC. Let me explain. Now look at ZEC. We saw this very sweet structure that each time ZEC gets to around 480 zone, gets to around 500 to 480 zone, it pumps massively, and this is the 4 hour time frame. At this point here, ZEC decided to tap liquidity here and pump. Then see pump massively. It did the same thing again, dumped here, and this is where we took our trade around there, and I think around here, yeah, around here. And we made a lot of money. We bought ZEC at 480 because of we saw the reaction of price here. Now ZEC has come back to do the exact thing he did here. Let me see something. You can see what ZEC is doing. Probably I should have waited and enter ZEC at this liquidity zone, because just the way ZEC, I won't say the structure of ZEC has broken yet, because just as it has happened here, ZEC broke down, tap liquidity here. This is where the liquidity is. Tap liquidity here and went back up. Maintain this structure again. So now it has come here again. This is where it wants to tap liquidity here again. ZEC has decided to tap liquidity here. You understand? But it has not gone past this zone. That's why I'm still on this trade. Though we already made, this was our second trade of the week, and we have already made profit from this trade the other day, and it got back down to the same demand zone. I said, okay, let me enter from the same demand zone and let me see what happens from there. You understand? I said, let me see what happens from there. And here we are again on the same demand zone, but it has broken it a little bit. But I feel it probably wants to tap liquidity, like I'm saying, you get just like you did this place here, and then go back up. So these are the things you need to consider whenever you're setting these are the things you need to consider whenever you're setting your stop loss. Some people might have been kicked out of the market here, and the market still went back that way. But when you observe this coin and I saw things like this happening, I was like, okay, it might just be a good liquidity zone that this coin loves to tap when it wants to go and all. But at this point, I'm going to tighten my stop loss on this coin. You get. because coin wants is looking like it's very bearish. So I'm going to tighten my stop loss on this coin, probably to 455. To 455. I will take the stop loss to 455 if at all. Then let's see what happens from there. But for a fact, I feel this coin wants if this holds like this, we should expect or let me say 450. My stop loss should be at 450, I guess. If this holds, we should expect a move back up from here. It is in fact it was almost close to our entry as of this morning. Back to our entry as of this morning. So it's almost close to our entry, but it's kind of shaky now. That one I want to adjust my stop loss to like 450 if at all, and let's see what happens from there. Is that profit or nothing? Either stop loss or take profit. That is my goal. But now I've seen the structure, tap liquidity. Let me move my stop loss to like 450 and let us see what happens from there. Let me even give the market time, because I think if we check, no market is about repetition. So we check what it has been doing in the past few day moments. You see, it did the same thing here. I think it's trying to form like almost same thing here, but let's see if it works that way. Let's give it time to see if it works that way, and let's see. But currently now the coin is still very close to our entry, still very close to our entry. Like I can still choose to close, but I'm just being very positive here because I'm seeing an evidence of what it has done in the past, and let's see what, because this zone has been a zone that has been holding for like months. Like since beginning of November, it has been like this to the end of probably at the end of November, and it's still like this. So let's see what happens from here. Whether I just wanted to tap, whether the coin wanted to tap liquidity just as it did here. No market repetition, but we'll come back to this and see what happens from here. So that's our second and third trade for the week, and more trades to still come. But let's see how it goes from here. For now, we are still very clean and untouched by the market. We are still very profitable. So that's how sometimes the market can be so sweet that you will not have any loss for the week. You get. I've actually traded for a month and I didn't have any loss. So it happens like that. And I've gone a month and I had little or one or two stop losses. Some days are like that. So that is what trading can do for you. It's a life-changing opportunity. Do you understand? So so what are the lessons you all have learned this week so far? Can you all tell me some lessons you all have learned this week so far? Tell me what you learned this week from the market so far. How the market dealt with you, or how it did not deal with you, how you're able to navigate some moves, what you learned new this week. Can you share with me on the comment section so that we can be on the same page? And if you look at Bitcoin currently, you notice that Bitcoin sentiment has changed. As of last week, the sentiment on Bitcoin was bearish, but now the sentiment has shifted. Most sentiment on Bitcoin is bullish. People are expecting to see Bitcoin at 96K to 100K. But let's see if we can see 96K anytime soon. So, what do you learn differently in the market this week? Share your story with me so I can also share mine with you. And um, you can see how Zoom Master has given us a good win rate for the week. Even if it's just three trades I've taken so far, even if just three trades we've taken so far, we are doing well, and it has been a massive one. So Jehovah's Son said that the lesson I've learned is not to be emotional about the market. I guess he has been emotional lately about the market. You see, that's why you have Zoom Master to guide you to work on the emotional side of your story. You understand? Normally, if you are awake last night and you saw the kind of red that I saw on ZEC, many of you would have closed that trade. I was like, well, is it that TP or SL? Zero emotions. You get, I've done my analysis. Let the market do its own. The market has the final say. Joshua said everywhere green. I guess he has had a very profitable week for everywhere to be green. That's how it should be. So be good days, but more wins, less losses. I'm happy. I'm proud of you all that you guys have been learning something lately. And that's what actually gives me joy to see that my students that I mentor are actually doing very well. And you all can see how well Zomaster has been very helpful. Hmm. Joy said, Joy said, I learned how to be patient and not to rush the market. I think she was a victim of rushing the market. It was a victim she was a victim of rushing the market, but I guess she has learned the lesson, and I guess she has been patient, and I guess from today henceforth she will always be very positive and wait for the market to come to her, and that is exactly how it should be. Joshua said, I have learned to always take profit from 30% up. That's good. Always take profit. 30% is okay, to be honest. Even me, I learned that. You know, sometimes I'll take profit 50%, profit 30%. Imagine taking your 30%, 50%, 30%. If you add up together, is that not 100%? Is that not 100%? Is that not 100%? Is that not 100%? So compounding profits, I think at some point, I think compounding profits is the best take profit method for beginners, if at all. Compounding profits, taking your small 10% here, your small 20%, your small 30% is the best for beginners. Compounding profits and for those that don't have a lot of capital, I think compounding profits remains the best strategy to take profit with. That's why I see sometimes it's not like I cannot hold a coin to 100%, but because I know I have a lot of beginners and people that are still learning, I want them to be able to make profit. I put okay, take profit at 50% above. That means I'm expecting you to set your take profit at 50% and go. Sometimes it might do more and to be painful, but if at all, profit now profit. Type profit now profit in the comment section so you'll not forget. Then somebody, Lukman said, I have made profit from retrace knowledge. Okay, so this guy, I think you attended my class. I talked about pullback and retracement. So instead of rushing into the market because you saw a very long bullish candle, you should just wait for the coin to retrace. But when the coin retraces, that is the best time for you to go into that coin. They call it pullback retracement. So he said he has made a lot of profit from the topic we shared previously this week, the pullback and retracement topic. And I'm glad that I've been able to do something or teach you something that will make you profit. Please stick to it and do not go against your rules. So I can see that there are a lot of positive results from this week classes. I can see that. So and so far so good. The week has been fair. Currently, I'm just on one trade, which is ZEC. ZEC almost caught my neck, but no sign of weakness, family. No sign of weakness. Like I said, no sign of weakness. I really want to see what ZEC will do from here. I really want to see what it will do from here because the same script that played out here, that it tapped liquidity here from this zone and went back up. I think it wants to play the same script by tapping this liquidity here. You can see this rejection candle, this very long, you can see this long rejection candle here, tap this liquidity here, and it's going back up. So I want to see what happens from here. Normally I should have panicked, but definitely it's still very close. We enter at 480, it's at 470, very, very close to our entry. But that's tap liquidity here. That's sometimes I used to tell that extend your stop loss sometimes to give the market time to do what it is. So if you're extending your stop loss and it's probably you are going to have a lot of loss, reduce your margin and leverage so you can have time for market. Imagine if this coin really picks from here and it tries to do exactly what it's doing here, you're going to be in a massive profit. Regardless of the margin you used, you're going to be in a lot of profit. You get. So let's see what I want to really see what this coin does from here. Though I've tightened my stop loss to about 450. It's no longer at 439. I put it before. That's 450. So I just want to just take because it's currently looking like it's bearish, but It looks like a very strong demand zone, and I want to see what goes happens from here. You understand? As for Bitcoin, our Oga on top is consolidating around 91K. But like I said, you Fed family, there's nothing you tell me in this life. Bitcoin is bullish. There's nothing you want to tell me. Bitcoin is bullish because look at the candle in daily. There's nothing you want to tell me about this daily candle. So over the weekend, I'm expecting some bullish movement. Daily candle is closing bullish back to back. 4 hour is creating higher highs and higher lows, and it's looking like it's trying its best to break above 91K. And if it does, see us at probably 96K to 100K. It does. But at some point, if Bitcoin gives me an opportunity, I would long Bitcoin. If I see Bitcoin mistakenly at 88 to 89K, I'll wait for it here, because if you look at it, it broke above the previous resistance, and now this is a new support here. I'm looking for Bitcoin at 88, 89K here to take profit over the to make get an entry over the weekend. I think I need Bitcoin to come down back to 89K and go back up. But if it doesn't, I think we'll keeps because the way it's consolidating, the side chances to that go. I don't like entering at the middle. I don't like never enter a coin when you see it like this. Don't even try it, because it's currently on a key resistance zone, trying its best to break above. So it's either it's going to it's either it breaks above or comes below. So me, it's best I just wait for the market to break above and I enter, or I wait for it to just come below back to the support zone so that I can enjoy from the movement. But I will never enter from here because it's the middle of two key support zones. It's the middle of 91 and 89. So I don't want to be stuck in the middle. Do you get? So I wait for Bitcoin to do what it has to do. And if he leaves me, it's fine. Definitely it will give me better to give me better opportunity. So somebody is giving a testimony, and this kind of testimony, it was like every time I trade previously, my emotions don't allow me to be better at trading. But now, since he has joined these sections, trading is now fun. And that's how it should be. I told you that if you can follow me like this for like 1 or 2 months, there's no how you will not be a profitable trader. In fact, with either win or loss, you'll be calm. Nothing will be looking new to you. Nothing is new any longer. There's no loss that is new to me. There's no profit that is new to me. I see everything and I become very calm. I don't rush trades. And I have something that guides me, which is my zone master. That indicator is actually a life-changing indicator for me. You can need to see how me and Obina sometimes will be just in our comment in the chat about about different trades we want to take sometimes. You understand? So I've told you the levels I expect you to watch. So on Bitcoin, I expect you to watch out for 88, 89K zone for possible volatility from there, or we break above 91K zone anytime soon because of how bullish it is. And lastly, I hope you all are aware that the discount on my indicator, if you want your chart looking like mine, ends next tomorrow, which is on the 30th. So you all should do the needful. At this point, I don't expect anybody here that is still listening to me not to have gotten access to the Zone Master Indicator, or if you're not in my VIP channel or my family community, I think you are wrong, because it's one thing to be watching me live on YouTube every day, another thing to be moving along with me, because we are a moving train. You understand? So it's I told you the slots is limited. So the 50% discount on my general course and mentorship course is still on, and my Zone Master Indicator discount is still on. So this is like the last weekend for you to get in. Whether I want to get into my VIP channel or just get access to my Zone Master, this discount closes by weekend. And once it does, I think that is it for you. So I really need to see you all inside. I don't just want us to end here. So I'll just drop my WhatsApp number. You can chat me if you want access to this discount and you want to be able to see your charts and trade exactly how mine is showing. You can just chat me on WhatsApp and I'll respond to you ASAP. Do you understand? So another thing here is if there's actually any topic you think we want us to go through again, you still need more clarity on it. You can just type the topic, something you want me to talk about, so I can prepare it against the coming week, so that we can, because this one I know many of you are not really like many of you have a lot of questions, have a lot of places you're confused at. Chat me on. So I've dropped my WhatsApp line where you can chat me on. So you can chat me on WhatsApp for any of these updates you get. If you want the course mentorship and if you want access to my trading indicator, you understand, you can chat me on WhatsApp and get access to it. So if there's actually any topic also you want me to like go back and we should treat again, you can feel free to ask, because the Bible says ask and it shall be given. You understand? Yeah, somebody said I have learned to avoid FOMO. It's a good thing to always avoid FOMO. What is FOMO? The fear of missing out. Oh, the market is pumping. I need to jump into the market. Let me fly into the market. You will just fly and get burnt and be sent back straight to your village with premium tears. So you all should always avoid FOMO. Whatever goes up must come what? Down. There's no two ways about it. So the market is always there to make the final decision. You just have to wait for the market to come to you. That is the best way to navigate the market. So is there any other topic you really want me to like you have been wanting someone to explain to you about? Type it in the comment section, come to my DM and I'll explain for you. So I said I will treat it as a topic probably by next week so we can enjoy it together. You understand? So like okay, someone just texted me on WhatsApp. Okay, so like I said, you can text me on WhatsApp if you want the discount, you want to join my VIP channel and my family. You can text me on WhatsApp. Discount still on. Don't joke with this. Don't take it for granted. To be honest, it's going to be we need to grow together. I didn't become CP because I wanted to be CP. I became CP because I believe that I can do it. I believe there's a process to this journey. You understand? So if you believe, you will be able to make the money you're looking for. You don't have to rely on this government. The government doesn't care about you. It's high time you start making money in dollars. While you're 9 to 5 workers, this is a chance for you to change your story. So let's do this. Okay. That's for the week. So thank you for attending to this class. We'll see same time, probably next week. And yes, you can chat me on WhatsApp. Yes, I'm seeing your messages after the class. For those who want the discount after the class, now I'll respond to your messages. Thank you all. I really appreciate you all. If you have anything to say after I leave, you have my DM is very open to you. Very, very open to you. So please stay safe. I've given you the market direction. You understand? Even on our last trade that we are currently on, the last trade we are currently on, which is ZEC. I've told you what's going on ZEC. We should expect probably anything that comes with it because basically we have seen how the structure is trying to play out. You can see how it's trying to tap liquidity and it did here. Let's see what happens from here. Like I said, I've tightened my stop loss a little bit. I've moved like 450. You understand? But I just want to be positive that there's a strong rejection candle here. You can see the strong rejection candle here. Probably just wanting to tap liquidity. Let's see what happens from there. Probably we should get to 489 or probably 480 something anytime soon. If we see if it goes our way, fine. If it doesn't, fine. Regardless, we had a profitable week. no loss, profit back to back in our 3 to 4 trades so far this week. And that is what Zone Master Trading Indicator can do for you. That's what learning from CP can do for you. That's what knowing the basics, if at all, can do for you. You don't have to go out, you don't have to stress yourself. You just have to just do what you need to do. 30 minutes of your time to check the market will not do any harm. You get. So that's it. So I said, to those who have been messaging me, I'll reply immediately after this class for the discount, and that's fine. That's fine. This guy said, okay, Jehovah, it seems like you just joined my family. He said they won't use screenshot kill us. The group is active now, the community is active. Oh, I think you just joined my VIP section. Okay, that because like they don't even need me to make money, you get. Most of them already have most of them already have access to the like trading indicator and all of that. So they can take trades. They can take trades on their own. And most of them have been there for like 3 to 4 years. So you're not in the same platform with people that just entered. You're not in the same platform with people that just entered trading today or yesterday. These people have been with me like since 3 years, back to 4 years. Some have been there for 2 years. So there's no how do not key with screenshot. The evidence is there, don't worry. The evidence is there. Screenshot choke, don't worry. So please don't be intimidated by the screenshot you're seeing. You cannot compare your day one step to somebody's 1,000 steps. Do you understand? So those guys you're seeing that are very profitable, that are posting screenshot, have been here since years. They have in fact they've experienced bull run. They are in their 1,000 steps. So you just take your own pace. If anywhere you're confused, ask questions. Anywhere you're confused, ask questions. Don't be in. They'll be showing you coins that pump and all that because they know what they are doing already. You get. Somebody said from their setup, that is in the my VIP community, because I think Lukman just got access to my general. I think he took advantage of the discount, Lukman, and he got access to my VIP community and my, or he said, so somebody dropped a setup on you. I saw that setup too on useless. The coin name of the coin is useless. I saw the coin, and the coin probably dropped it in the community, and the coin pumped massively. And he said yesterday I made 90%. Lukman said yesterday I made 90% profit from useless, from the used coin called useless. So that's what you need to do. Also, why I like my community, I train them in such a way that I want everybody to be able to assist. No, though nobody is responsible for you or if to answer your questions, but the ones they can answer, they will answer. You understand? So that useless coin, the coin called useless, brought useful years to us. Somebody dropped in the community. So these are some of the advantages you get because you'll be in a community with people that have like minds like you. You get. So because definitely they said what you listen to, people you talk to really matters in your life. So if you keep on listening to a friend that just spends money lavishly, that doesn't even know what he's doing, you also do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So but if you're in a community that, oh, they're thinking at every point, how can they make money in dollars, not in naira, oh, then definitely if you're in a group of 7 billionaires and you're in that community, definitely you will definitely be number 8 billionaire. So just see it that way. Because sometimes trading can be so crazy that you want to give up. But when you see people still putting effort and doing well, you know it's not over. And that's what I want from you. And that's why you need to get access to all these communities that are lively. I'll still say something proudly. I'll still beat my chest that I've been into so many communities, but I still say that my community remains the most active. You guys can confirm it. The most active and the most one of the most profitable communities I've seen so far. Very open and free-minded. You can always ask questions. You understand? So that's it. So that's it. So I thank you all for joining me for today. We'll see same time. So I can respond to those who want to take advantage of the discounts. I think we have done the market overview for the week. I've showed you the Bitcoin direction. I've showed you our trade direction and stuff like that. So see you all same time next week. Have a wonderful, enjoy your weekend. Take care.